If I were pressed to name what I think is the most important concept associated with American governance, there's a good likelihood I would say it's rule of law. And before I continue to explain that, let me call a time out and mention that the phrase law and order is prominent right now in what is a very bitter, contentious, divisive presidential race. And regardless of whom you favor for president and whether or not you are moved positively or negatively when you hear the phrase law and order, I hope you won't let that affect how you feel about what I'm talking about, being rule of law. Okay, time in. The reason rule of law is so important is that it underlies our ability to have a society, and particularly a national governance, with justice. Without rule of law, there can be no justice. Justice is equity, equality, proportionality, and that all depends in governance on there being a body of written law available to everyone for inspection and understanding, applied in a consistent, equitable manner to everyone. And I hope you're all thinking right now, well, we don't have that. I know we don't. Right now, I'm focusing on what I think is the most important starting point so that we can have rule of law and justice and the other desirable things: security, opportunity for prosperity, liberty. I'm focusing on the national level. Until we get our national government in a consistent, legal, legitimate form, we cannot have justice because we do not have rule of law. And at the national level, the highest written law, the body of law upon which everything else depends, is the United States Constitution. Our national government is out of compliance, enormously out of compliance with the Constitution. That is the problem we are going to solve. Once we solve that problem, then we can begin addressing our problems of governance at other levels. So we're going to talk more about rule of law, why it is not in effect at the national level, and then later how we're going to bring it into effect through political revolution, through radical political change. Thank you for listening as usual, and I know you expect a weather report now from Bell Buckle, Tennessee. It's a nice warm day. It's not too hot. It's a little bit, as we like to say here in Tennessee, balmy. We try to avoid the word humid. That sounds kind of negative, so it's a warm, balmy, pleasant day. And again, thank you.